This is a movie based on true events. The captain fell asleep while flying the plane. When he woke up, he discovered the aircraft was about to plunge into the sea, and the fuel was nearly exhausted. They had no choice but to make an emergency landing on the ocean. Although the plane successfully landed on the water surface, the violent impact caused severe damage to the cabin interior, and seawater kept rushing in. The captain pushed open the door and immediately escaped, then quickly opened the life raft valve to inflate it. But Will's seatbelt was stuck. The plane rapidly sank into the water. When the captain looked back, he realized the plane had vanished. Fortunately, Will managed to unfasten his seatbelt buckle just seconds before suffocating. The three of them survived on the life raft. However, they could never have imagined the living hell they were about to endure. Without food or water, survival was impossible. Their first priority was solving the food problem. Seeing many fish in the sea, Will suddenly had an idea. He emptied the bullets from the magazine, removed the spring from inside the gun, straightened it and tied it to cotton thread, used pliers as a sinker and red fabric as bait. A makeshift fishing hook was complete. They cast the hook into the sea. Soon enough, a fish took the bait. But when they pulled hard, the hook disappeared. Apparently a big fish had escaped. They failed to catch any fish and had gone 3 days without eating. By the 5th day, everyone's bodies had reached their limit, barely hanging on with their last breath. Will finally couldn't resist and decided to drink some seawater to quench his thirst. The captain immediately stopped him, because drinking seawater would kill them faster. Just when they thought they would die at sea, the captain suddenly shouted. Will and Mike were startled, but the next second he pulled out a pencil. He was going to calculate a navigation chart. The captain quickly drew longitude and latitude lines on the life raft, using small circles to represent islands. Then, based on dead reckoning and the seasonal wind speeds, he calculated their exact position and direction. If they drifted southwest, they could reach land. Everyone finally showed long-lost smiles. The captain then untied the rope from the life raft and used life jackets to make a sea anchor that could change their drift direction. Although they couldn't control the wind, they could avoid being blown in the wrong direction. As long as they kept going in the right direction, barring any accidents, they could arrive in about 10 days. The captain arranged for everyone to take shifts on watch, anchoring and keeping guard 24 hours a day to prevent going off course. In the evening, it suddenly started raining heavily. Their first fresh water in 5 days. After drinking their fill, they used every available container to store water. But without food for so long, they probably wouldn't survive many more days. So Mike pulled out his knife and decisively stabbed into the water, hoping to catch some protein. Unexpectedly, this thrust seemed to hit something with a powerful pulling force. Mike quickly yanked hard. It was a shark. They ate fresh sashimi and preserved the extra meat. Unexpectedly, sharks smelled the blood and surrounded their life raft. The three were instantly terrified but didn't dare make any sudden moves, only waiting for the sharks to leave on their own. After some time, the food was running out, but sharks still circled the raft daily. On the 15th day, Mike aimed his pistol at the sleeping captain. With a gunshot, a seabird fell. The awakened captain immediately jumped into the sea to retrieve the dead bird. But just as he grabbed it, a shark came after him. The captain swam desperately back, but the gun jammed at that moment. Will and Mike could only paddle the raft frantically toward the captain. The captain finally made it back to the raft,